Got some.
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, you guys changed. Hey everybody, we are here at White Rose having a good time. And if you couldn't tell from them videos, Bigfoot made an appearance. Never can get any kind of good, clear footage of that guy. I mean, he's always out in grainy footage. But we had screaming skeletons. And as you can tell, a lot of people dressed up for the costume show there on Saturday night and Sunday. We just had a really good time. So I'd like to take a minute and reminisce a little bit from the old riders to the very young riders and kind of reminisce about this past year of racing and remember all the volunteers that helped lay out the tracks. They pulled the pins for the motos. They got on a bullhorn and kept everything organized, kept everybody right on track. And to the parents that got their kids to the track, filled all the gas tanks up, got their camper set up and everything. It's a huge thank you goes out to all those people. And I would be at a miss if I didn't include those girls and Dave that showed up every week to register everyone and to score at the tables during all the motos. And I probably missed a few of them, but you get the picture. We're really thankful for who we have in place volunteering, and it takes a small army, and they do it behind the scenes, and no one ever gets a chance to say thank you. So I've got a platform. I'm going to say it. Thanks. And I've come to realize when I bring my camper to the races, I'm parking among friends and family, my race family, and this Mid-Atlantic group, hands down, is the best you will find to make lasting memories and friends. I hope you all enjoy the slideshow and the upcoming cross-country racing. It was exciting, challenging, and fun as usual. I hope you all enjoy it. And here's to a great race season in the books for 2024, and I'm looking forward to a great race season in 2025 as well. So I'll get back on the mic here in just a little bit, and we'll do a play-by-play of the cross-country race, which I met some of my goals, and other parts of my goals I didn't, but I was out to have a good time, and I achieved that. So we'll talk to y'all here in just a little bit. Alright folks, I hope you're ready for a little bit of cross-country action. We are down here at White Rose. That's the double A line in front of us. They got the 10-second, and they're gone. I tried to stay quiet. Can you hear me counting down quietly in my head, trying to time this a little bit better to get a good start? In my head, I had a couple of goals. I wanted to get out front as fast as possible and get as many people behind me because I knew the dust was going to be bad. Now I got Holden Brendlinger there to get around, and I'm going to grab that whole shot into this first turn, and I'm going to hold it for a little while. Now Holden's going to end up 16th overall in the disc brake class, and that is saying something because there's a lot of modern bikes behind us that they use for a filler class, and them guys worked their way up through the field, and it made it really hard to see. And you'll see what I mean. Like, this is a premium right here. I got no dust in front of me, but as you can tell, you can see that dust cloud just kind of forming up in front of me, and it's going to get bad quick. It's almost like a baby powder dust, and visibility is darn near impossible. I hear somebody screaming. That's Mason. We're going to let him go. And little did I know that might not have been the thing to do because he makes it that much worse to see. Heading out along the edge of this field. And that dust, once it's kicked up, it just stays about 5 feet in the air. And you kind of got to back out of it a little bit. If you don't back out of it, you just can't fall right behind somebody for a while. That double A group has things really kicked up, and then Mason on top of it, he kicks it up just as bad. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to let you see what the dust did to the course and how bad it got, and how bad the visibility was. As you can tell, I'm not too bad right now because I'm still out in front, and I'm trying my best just to stay out of people's way. I only got Craig Shenengo in my class. He's already won the championship. Congratulations, Craig. And but there's somebody else I want to highlight, and you're going to see her doing her thing real soon, and you'll see what I mean. We're going to pick up with her on the next to the last lap. We'll stick with it here just for a little bit until you notice that you just can't see anything. As soon as you get behind somebody, like right there, it just got to be too bad. So, things have quieted down. I hear Kelly Ashcraft coming in behind me in purple on that IT. She is number 335 out there running the pre-2K women's division. She's going to finish this race 1 hour and 52 seconds. And it takes everything I can do to finish behind her, to keep her within sight. I think the only thing that saved me was the motocross course. I feel more comfortable on the motocross course. And I think I was able to rope her back in a little bit. Because on the cross-country course, she's a wizard. She's out there just tearing it up, kicking dust up in my face. There is a few occasions there where I'm going to pass her when I get a moment's notice. I just get tired of eating the dust. And the distance that I am behind her is on purpose. It seemed like if later in the race, if you left about that much distance, you could fall behind somebody and not eat as much dust. And the visibility was the main thing, was just trying to see where in the heck you had to go and what routes were going to snag up on you. Tried to get a full lap in here, so I picked up with her by the same place I cut away from the first lap. So you'll get a whole good lap of the course. I think they said it was 5 miles. I'm going to end up finishing 2 seconds behind her, and I was fine with that. Now, to give you some comparison, Holden, who I was able to get around right before the first turn, is going to finish 16th at 56 minutes, and Silas Merrill is going to end up being the first non-modern bike at 49 minutes and 16 seconds with a AA disc brake class, and he was just tearing it up. Silas was on 185, and yeah, he was a class of the field in the AA bracket, and he took it home. As you can see, Kelly has got amazing form. We're sneaking out through here. Some awesome flowing single track. And everybody's pretty much left us. Someone told me that when it gets real dusty like this, to wear tinted lenses in the woods, and it'll keep the dust down. I am not 100% on that. It did seem to help out some. I wore some sunglasses in hopes that here's a hard section, was straight down over, and then she took the easier section. I like how you can pop up over this right here. Now, watch this though. I got a method to my madness here. I left her back around for one reason only. She's faster than I am on a single track, so if there's one thing I found out is if you got somebody that wants to run rabbit for you and keep you from having to stare down the pink markers, if I have somebody faster than me and it's going to get me a lower lap time, I'm going to let them in front of me. This late in the race especially. She's not in my class, I know that, so there's no reason for me to try to pass. I can just use her as a somebody to pace myself with. And I've done this with lots of other riders. You've heard me talk about it in the other videos. And her pace and my pace in the cross country are so similar. I wouldn't want to go much faster. I might be able to go a little bit faster, but I'm sure she's going to catch me in some of the more technical stuff because she seems to be really, really good at that. We're going to go flying out here into the cross-country course, or I mean into the motocross course that's on top of a hill climb. I can kind of swing it wide here. I don't want to get in front of her. Like I said, I want to use her as a rabbit. I think she knows that we're just out messing around. That whole Ashcraft family's got it in their blood. They know how to ride. So now we're going to start doubling back and we're going to start snaking our way back toward the hill climb roads. You'll see what I mean. Now this section here, we've used it in the past. I want to say it lasts 3-4 years, and these routes are high. Really catch a tire on you if you're not careful, so you really had to pick your line carefully coming out through here. I'm going to let her get out ahead of me a little bit. Not too worried about it. Working her way about midway up on the hill. Maybe 2/3 of the way. You're going to see here in just 1 second, we're going to come out right on the hill climb. That's what White Rose is famous for. Right here. I think we're about 2/3 of the way up. Come flying up over this, and we're going to double down to the left. Little sweep riders there. Appreciate that. Now, she showed me a lineup here. If I remember right, if this is the right lap, she's going to bust it up to the left-hand side up here. And I was going to the right earlier. And her route was definitely faster on that left-hand side, I felt. Now we're coming down around here. We're going to double back left. And this stupid tree was catching my helmet. End up ducking right at the last second to try to clear them branches. You see me clearing the camera, but it's mostly just because of the dust film that would settle on it, not so much mud. Now we're heading back. We're gonna head back. Right there's the beginning of the campers, and the bottom part of the hill climb's coming up. We're snaking our way back down through here. We're gonna jump back out on that hill climb road, and then we're gonna head down toward the bathrooms and back around toward the start finish line up the valley. And Kelly, I have had enough eating dust. Time for you to eat a little bit. It was really powdery through here, and I knew it. Her and I finished about 2 seconds apart. And I'm ahead of her right now, but I actually reversed this a little bit so that I could keep the footage in more of a continent, because my camera shut off on me just a little bit back from this, and I thought it'd be better off just to have everything all as one, so you get one full complete lap. So Kelly does get back around me, and I film it all the way up toward the very end there, but you've already watched it. So we're heading back up the valley here. Not going to go too much further, and then we're going to be heading back toward that start-finish line. That's where we're going to call it a day at. I just want to thank Brett and Grant Reichert for all the hard work they put in. That whole Reichert crew. I mean, Emily, Jess, all of them that are involved with the White Rose Motorcycle Club. They just do a great job out here. Look forward to coming. We have a freaking blast. We brought the pups this year, and it was a good time. That was not what I wanted to do there. Almost made it back without a hitch. If you're watching the kids race, this is that downhill section they all made easy work of. We're going to get down through here. We're going to go up through that same hill climb they did. Really rooty. I noticed if I stayed on the outside right side, going up through there, it was a little bit easier for myself. Well, folks, we're going to have 2 or 3 more videos coming up here of the White Rose. The motocross action was hot and heavy. Some of the best battles I've had all year on the Husky and on the KTM both. I ran 2 classes. I ran the 250 open class, and I ran the 50 plus dual disc, and I ran the 50 plus post vintage. In next week or 2, you'll see them coming up, and hopefully you enjoy the motocross action as well as the cross country. Well, from me to you, I will hope you guys have a good holiday season, and talk to y'all a little bit later on. Adios, everybody.